I don't know what's going on with this thing, guys. It was working so good there for a while. Alright, so while that's going on...
Oh,
we got a few things to test here. We do have a radial decoupler test. And we do have a temperature survey here pretty much right at the KSC. So these are options. These should be interesting. Oh, pop the chat back up. Alright. So to check things at KSC, make yourselves a little rocket car. Actually, who's this little guy? There we go. Alright. Find some wheels that actually work for us here. Guess it's gonna be these. Some science on here. And launch it. All right, now it's just a little bit of power. Thrust limit this sucker way down. Okay. Yeah, let's set ourselves a temperature scan target. Oh, these are actually further away than I thought. I thought these were in KSC, but it looks like they are not. Wow, this is a very horrible time turning. Oh, like a jump. Ooh, there we go. Okay. By our our janky command building there. We're gonna hit something. Brake, 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 brake. Okay. These have very terrible steering control. I think what I need to do is put some kind of fins on this sucker. And I'm going to still see if I can get this this data that I do have here. Oh, and I lost control apparently. Oh, I forgot to put source of electricity. Sure did. Sure did. So we just got this little drone rolling around. Oh man. We're gonna lose the craft when we do that. I mean, this should be generating electricity. Oh. Nope. I thought the jet engine did give out electricity, although right now it seems to not be. That's unfortunate. We're gonna abandon that mission. We're gonna lose that craft. That stinks. It's no good. Oh. Nope, we can recover right there. Alright. Well, that scared me, but no big deal. Let's repair that situation. More fun with probes. It's a little jet rover. Okay. And this time, let's hold on. Let's get rid of this. Remove it, at least. Yeah, let's move these. Like that. Okay, that looks good. That's huge. That's even bigger. Okay, yep, so we're gonna go with this one. Single tail fin, just to steer us. This is gonna be just all kinds of silly. The things we do for science. Okay, we're gonna set the thrust limiter down again. About 5. There we go. We should be able to complete this contract in the laziest way possible. Surface scans from a couple of feet away from the KSC. Jet-powered car. At least we have some steering control this time. Nope, okay. Alright, the brakes are a little, overpowered. So we're gonna keep all those things. Try that again. It's getting us a decent amount of science. This time, I'll reduce the braking power. Okay, this time. Brakes. 15. Actually, let's make it all rear brakes. That should be smart, right? There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Thermometer down to 4. That was a little fast last time. There we go. Alright. So little probe is going to be on its way now again. We got our KSP science. Alright, and cruising right along. Riding along in my automobile. Scooting right along towards science. This has got to be the goofiest mission I've done so far. We seem to be going awfully close to the temperature scan locations though already. Let's just cut down the engine a little bit. We're going awful fast for a little rover. It's like a jet-powered RC car. Alright, so we're entering the first position on temperature. Scan that off. Very good. Oop. Send that off. Send that off. We're getting science right there. We're off to position 2. Trying to turn nice and slow. Yep, second position. Very good. I think we just hit the last one. It said we were entering beta. So let's, brakes. Rear brakes for the win! Yeah, look at that! Very cool. Let's set navigation again. Oh, we have navigation on it. Okay. Did not know that. There's some steering to do. Okay, heading back towards beta. Looking good. This might be the best application of our jet parts so far. Alright, here we go. Heading back towards beta. Alright, we have contract completion right there. Rear brakes again. There we go. Well, that wasn't so bad. Alright, let's see if we can get more science from around the KSC. Wow. Yeah, excuse me. Alright, and cruising right along. See how close I can get to the actual KSC here. I want more science. I know we got like a couple different biomes around here. Technically, oop, let's not hit the building. Oop, let's not, okay, let's not drive on two wheels. That's scary. Well. Well, the goo canisters survived. That's what matters. So, recover the vessel. Oh my. Alright, recover the parts. That is funny. So that's one mission down. In flight below. Historically, these are fairly doable. I think those are like a good distance though, so I might not mess with those. So we still got a little bit of science to close out. We got to do something. Ideas. Don't want to wait for the Minmus probe anymore. It's got a long ways to go. Can we expand on our little drone car? Can we do more? Can we do more with the drone car idea? Can we make an actual drone plane? Here's an idea for the day here. Let's see. Some stuff here. About the same. Put the wheels on so it can land. Mass, aerodynamic overlay. Actually looks kind of perfect in terms of aerodynamics. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be weird. I want the parachute near the center of mass, but I don't think it's going to work for us. So we'll have to move it there. Whichever. Let's put a comms on the belly. Vertical tail wing is off. Oh, so it is. Good eye. I'm glad you joined anyway, but definitely glad that you were there for that. Now, let's see. Try it out. It shouldn't be terribly stable because aerodynamic pressure is just a little bit ahead of the center of gravity, so it's probably not going to be great. It's probably going to actually just be terrible. But have you configured the wings? I have not. I was too lazy to try and configure the wings. Say a little prayer for our friend the drone. Oh, yep. Stability's an issue. Oh, so derpy. Poor little derpy probe. Alright, I'm gonna try that again. One more try with the derpy probe. Put the wings just a little further back. Not that far back. Okay. That should do. Round 2. So, the elephant in the room is last night's lack of stream. Last night's adventure. Last night's 3 hours of playing and not streaming. Courtesy of my software. Forgot to configure the wings. I did. I actually never figured out how to configure those properly. Planes are not my strong suit. Definitely my strong suit is rockets. But yes, we did have a 3-hour stream last night. It was very, very adventure filled. That didn't broadcast. So that was interesting. No real milestones, so that's the good news. No milestones lost. Wow, this thing is like super tippy. Wow, what is it doing? Okay, there we go. Hey! We're in the air. How is this thing flying is what I want to know. I did not expect this to actually fly. I thought this was just going to be a fun exercise in futility. It is nosing down awful hard, though. Yep. Recover the craft. What about the roll, pitch, and yaw? I'm not really sure how I configure those properly, to be honest with you. But that's fine. I'm going to give up on this little guy. This is just... I expected an exercise in futility, and this was exactly what I got. So, probably what I will do is I probably will, look at that. Beautiful. You have all 3 wings on roll, pitch, and yaw. Yep, that would explain the odd controls. I give up on that sucker. I only need a few more science to get us towards our moon mission. I might check on our satellite network and see if there's anything science related that we have not yet done. Although all these temperature scans are actually fairly close for this mission. I might take that mission and take the Cure Jet out. Because we do need to train up more crew for our space station. I'll fly that real quick. Since that was one thing that was done entirely off stream, courtesy of last night, we have a space station, the Valentina Kerman Memorial Space Station, the laziest of space stations. Star Fox barrel roll is roll. I dig that. You're speaking in my terms. This is good. We speak the same language, sir. I forgot to turn on the stream yesterday. Yeah, so actually my my streaming tool, I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus here and say which one, was actually showing that it was broadcasting the entire 3 hours. It said broadcasting, 0 viewers. I said, okay, no one's interested tonight. But in reality, nothing broadcasted. So there was that. But this little space station, it went fairly smooth. It was just 2 pieces from here down and from here up. And I had to launch them on the geosynchronous launcher in order to get the extra tonnage up. These actually each weigh 4 tons compared to the normal 3. But, very basic. We had a contract to put 5 Kerman in space. Or, not 5 Kerman, but 5 Kerman capability in space as a space station. We do now also have a contract to get 12, so I think I can just expand upon this craft, and we'll be good. It does, however, say I need way more electric charge, and I need more units of liquid fuel, and I need more Kerbal capability. So I think I'm just going to end up building a space station over and over again that just doesn't actually get used. We've not put any Kerman on board this station as of yet. Everything's on probe control. But I do have a docking adapter. I can easily get quite a few things up here. So we'll see. Maybe when I unlock more things. Because right now this is just a very tiny basic station. So the question is, can I manage to scrape out 30 science from any missions we have already in process? The Minmus probe is still quite a while from actually reaching anything. Yes, it doesn't switch over to the Minmus encounter for 10 days. I was hoping that would be much quicker. And let's see, satellites. Is there anything we can get from these? Munsat's still doing its thing. We do have a much cleaner satellite orbit around Mun now at this point, though. Do you actually have to have 4K units of fuel, or just the capacity to hold 4K units? I'm actually not sure. Let me just see if the contract's a little clearer. No, it actually says 4,000 units of fuel in the station, so I actually have to have all those units there. That's gonna be a pain, actually. Oh, and I do have a radial decoupler at Kerbin test. So I might check that in a second. First, I'm going to flip through these Munsats and just see, is there any real science that I can do still? I know Munsat 4, 5, and 6 have no experiments on them, so there's going to be no point in checking those. How'd you do that comm network around the Mun? Well, that was about 2.5 hours, 3 hours that I tried the stream last night. It was a lot of corrections. A lot of correction burns. Is what that was. Mystery goo. Mystery goo is pointless. Okay, so no luck with the mystery goo. Temperature. Temperature. Nothing with the temperature. Okay. But yes, that was a whole lot of correction burns. That was the majority of last night. So thankfully you didn't, no one missed all that much. A singular rocket explosion out of 4 launches. Not all that much excitement. Word to the wise, when you're launching a piece of space station, if it's got an upside down module, make sure you don't control it from there. That made for some interesting roll oscillation. But why make it so fancy? It's basically because I can. I thought our little Mun probe, which conveniently this is how it launched, by the way. This is our Minmus probe, I should say, sorry. Our Minmus probe, this is how it launched out. Used a lunar launcher. This guy right here. That's how that sucker launched, by the way. That was another thing that wasn't caught on any kind of stream. But I thought that would be much quicker of a mission. So that was then just turning into creative ways to use all that time. Conveniently, with what autosaved here, this piece, when this launched, we were originally controlling from here, so that just flipped end over end and exploded. So that's something to look out for. Maybe don't tell your rocket it's upside down at the launch pad. It's maybe not smart. But let's see. Need to test a radial decoupler at the launch pad. Stack separator. Oh, it was a radial decoupler. Yeah, it says TT70 radial decoupler. What's the stack separator for? Oh, that's the test over the mod. I'll check that one later. Oh, nope. Wrong radial decoupler. There we go. Urban launch site. Let's see. Launch. Alright, didn't expect the explosion. Glad nothing blew up. We're just going to recover that. And that's mission complete. just fire a projectile back at the vehicle assembly building. Yeah, I couldn't help it with the subtext there. Sometimes we even remember to broadcast our live plays. Earlier it was actually typoed. I typoed that last night. It was remember. That was interesting. Now, still 15 science away. So, now we did switch 2 nights ago to a more science-based funding situation. However, this looks good. I can get 9 science right off of this. So we're going to do this mission. Screw it. We'll do a jet mission while we're waiting on Minmus probe to go do its thing. I will need a plane, and I am going to very generically grab the XJ2. Our doesn't kill Jeb standby. I never did configure the wings on this either, so maybe that's a thing I should do, huh? So I noticed the roll was very intense, so, and you said yaw, I shouldn't put on those, so I'm gonna do that. And then on these, I'm gonna just disable the yaw, but I'm gonna leave the roll. So the outer wings will handle the roll, so I won't have so much. And then this guy will not be used for roll. Yep. And then pitch. I think I'm doing that right. I don't need pitch on the tail surface. And I'm gonna save Jeb this time. We do have Newstead, who's never flown, is a pilot. He's been a passenger, I think, but never actually a pilot. Vertical tail don't pitch horizontal tails to the yaw. Okay, cool. So I think I am doing that correctly. Oh, wait. Not gonna be able to broadcast anything with this crappy antenna. Let's change that up. And put some batteries on too. Let's see, horizontal tails do roll. Did I disable roll on that? I did. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to leave that on. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's a new pilot. If he goes and Valentina's himself, I'm going to blame him. It's going to be user error. Our design bureau does not struggle with such mediocre aircraft as this aircraft I've designed. Come on, Newstead. Make the space program proud. Fly a jet, which has nothing to do with the space program. Just get a science. Just get a science, Newstead. Ah, actually did. It's a very smooth flight so far. Navigate. Let's make it happen. It's a little easier to control than last time. So at least it is an improvement. Oh yeah, definitely easy. Nice close temperature scans. A little altitude. Speed is life. Altitude is life insurance. Oh, take it easy. It's all good. I trust Newstead. Actually, I have a contract for the fancier landing legs. I should have put the nicer landing legs on this thing. Because I did learn that these landing legs don't really take up the stress of a traditional runway landing. Heading up into the sun, I feel like this should be like should be playing the theme from Wings. A little off course. Correct that. Roll turn. Go. Newstead, doing us proud. I wish there was more options for, stock, I know there's mods for it. Wish there was more options for controlling from the cockpit. I think that would make this a little more interesting. Guy on the airfields down there. Almost there. Oh, did I forget to put a temperature scanner on this? I totally did. There's a temperature one, right? Oh, it is crew report. Okay. I'm fine. I'm good. I knew what I was doing. I swear. Alright. Just one step down. On to the next. Ooh. Oh boy. Insert the wings thing here. Alright. Into the next zone. Newstead's doing fine. go, sector 2. Alright, there's objective 2 complete. And this should get us 9 science this one flight, plus some funds. 25% of our funds now go to science, go to research. Helps out a little bit with that. Feeling oddly confident. Can Newstead be the first pilot to land on the runway in our space program? I got a link that better describes planes and their wings. If you want to link it, and it's indicated right. Absolutely. I'll check that out after the stream. Much obliged. Almost. Yep, coming up fast. Looks like I'm entering. And go. Contract complete. Now to head for home. Alright, Newstead. This is where things are going to get hairy, bud. You know how we said this plane flies perfect, Newstead? Well, we were honest. But landing's not so good. Good luck, bud. You got this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and line us up with the runway. This time, drogue chutes or any chutes, doesn't matter. Yes, we do have main chutes right at the center of gravity. So if things go absolutely horrible, we can go for it. And save him Jebediah style. Right now, just pitch up violently and deploy for a cheese landing. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately. I want to try and do a real landing. Jeb has tried it twice and blown up his plane twice. I want to make this happen. Now, is there any way to set this as target? No, apparently not. However, there is a perfect straight line of communication out along the equator. Probably to our Minmus probe. Do the cheese landing for the love of Kerbin. I need to, for my own pride, I need to try and land this. Alright, we're almost lined up to the runway. Nope, screwed that up. Okay. Let's roll little bit. There's nothing. Oh, there's more important things in life than your own pride. That's true. Well, it lines us up a little better, but it's still not perfect. So let's do one more turn. Come on, Newstead. You need to be our new top dog. To prove yourself. One more. There we go. He's slowing down. Because that was what screwed us with the Jebediah landing. We actually managed to get ourselves right on the runway, the Jebediah landing. No problem at all there. But we were just going too fast. And the wheels exploded. So that's not ideal. Usually you don't want the wheels to explode when you're landing. We're going to try and bleed off our speed way in advance. Still have a ways to go before slowing down. Definitely, I do. I'm trying to play it very cautious. I'd almost rather glider in. Still a lot of altitude to lose as well. About 900 meters. Not lined up for this runway either. Let's do a yaw turn. There we go. A roll turn. Hilariously, outside of video games, not that bad with planes. I went to an air show where they let you into a proper flight simulator, proper controls, and stuck my first landing. This, though, not as easy. Probably because I'm using 4 keyboard controls, but you know, USD is, you know, go-to. Let's kill the engines. Kill the engines, nose up a little bit. Got just a little bit of yaw correction here. I wonder if there's a mod that turns the runway into a giant helipad so you can land on the runway at any angle. That would be cool. Or at least just, like, 3 approach angles. 3 approach angles would be cool. Be realistic. I think that would be cool. So we're slowing down a lot. We're looking pretty good. As long as I keep nose up. As long as I keep nose up, I think we are in good shape for this runway. We are kind of falling a little short, actually. Parachutes! Okay. We're fine. We are totally good. Well done, Newstead. That is the most of the plane we've ever got back from a landing. Great work. Go team. Go team, dude, I called you bro space program. Let's pick up all the pieces here. Excellent! Got 75 science. We need a few more, and we will get this heat shield we need. This guy, actually. So we're close. Cat gun. Cat gun Kerman. In orbit. Yeah, none of these really getting us a whole lot of science. How about our other missions here? We got a satellite on the way to Minmus. So that one's in process. This one's gonna be a long way from now. Could do a Mooner impact and check these two suborbital. Let's try that. Satellite bus D. I'm gonna need a new fairing for this guy. Let's see. We'll need that. We need a. Oh, this is a big stack separator. Ooh, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. This could get silly quickly. Oh, you can check the landing gear at least. Don't know why they want us to bring a landing gear to the moon. Do it if they want us to. Okay, that's not really working. There we go. Technically, we can do the 2 MUN tests and a science on a MUN in one flight. True. That is very true. Science data. Let me see. Transmit and recover science data from the surface of the MUN. Yeah, I don't know if I want to bother to try and land it though. That's the only thing. Orbital. Yeah, this should be interesting. Now when it's upside down, let's change that up. So we can deploy it. Cool. Okay. How much science does that get me? Hold on. I'm not going to say that yet. Let's see how much science I really need to pull off here. Because I'm halfway towards just super time warping to the Minmus probe here, which is something I usually don't do. This would get us 12 science. This would get us 12. We'd need to do at least... Wow. Yeah, we would have to do like both. That's true. We do get science for every one of these scans still. Might just go and painfully watch Mun 1 again. Munsat 1. As annoying as this gets. Switch to Munsat 2 so we can watch it a little easier. Yeah, that one's maybe got a little while. Those are above scans. Boy. Alright, let's check on my Eve probe. I think that one was actually coming up on a maneuver. So it might actually be wise for me to go ahead and switch to that. Come to think of it. And then I can worry about the Mun satellite. Yeah, it's 2 days away from the maneuver. Considering where we're at with everything else, I think a time warp over the course of 2 days isn't so bad. Should unlock more contracts as well. So I'll take it. We'll do a warp to maneuver. Nope, don't delete my maneuver. Nice quick warp there. And I don't have control. Nice, we lost probe control in that process. We've gotten too far away from our comms network. Oh. Either that or I lost power. Nope. Still plenty of electric charge. Just apparently that's too far comms range for 8 relay antennas to maintain. Well, that's a shame. Doesn't bode well for our little guy. It'll just be, you know, happily orbiting on its own until we get some kind of crazy powerful antenna to try and connect to it. Well, new contracts at least. Nope. Not at all. Readings on the surface. Where are those? Space around Mun. Okay, yep, we're gonna take this. Boom. I want to see what these temperature scans are because I made a little rover earlier that should do fine if it's close. probably isn't. Nope. Definitely not, not close. I'm gonna go that route. This guy... I wish it would tell you from here if you have radio contact. There we are. Yep, no dice. Venturer 1, does that still have radio contact? No, definitely no. What about our solar satellite? Is that out of... Sunsat still has connection. That's concerning. I feel like we're gonna fall out of comms range by there. Kraken's Triumph. Yeah, I saw that. Xperi's on an escape trajectory? How'd that happen? Oh, okay, so it's not an escape trajectory. It's a moon encounter. It's getting flung on a moon encounter that's then flinging it back into a Kerbin orbit. Looks like it's going to smash into Mun. That's what it's going to do. Anyway. Munsat 1. Send a quick temperature scan. Get our contract for science broadcasting from Mun. Here's a mission complete. It's coming up on area FZVS. One of our last of the original contracts. It's gonna be next orbit. So let's time warp from Munsat 2's perspective. Since Munsat 1 limits our time warp speed for being so close to Mun. Either it's heading forward or I missed my window. I think I actually missed my window. So I guess it's moving further away. Yep, it's moving further away. Alright, whatever. That's cool, I guess. Still 8 days away from for our next maneuver, really. Yes, little satellite. Time warp the crap out of this day. Is this an above or a below? That's an above. Okay, so we gotta go a little further. This is the first below. Each of these scans should get us a good amount of science, actually. It's another below scan, actually, right there. Hopefully not missing any key maneuvers. Fairly sure I'm not. Be in range? Looks like so. Do I wait another orbit or do I try it? I'm gonna switch to it. I'm gonna try it. Okay, missed it. Well, the first one at least, this was actually an above scan, so I'm actually not even high enough altitude to take it. Oh no, I do still have a little bit. I don't have a lot of fuel either on this guy, so I'm trying to get all the below scans first and then raise altitude. Now this is just gonna be too far, I think. Yeah, too far. Way too far. Okay. Back to another satellite that can watch it. Let's go to Munsat 4 this time. I wish I put a temperature scanner on at least one of these satellites, because I could probably get some of the above science orbiting from way up here. Alright, let that satellite come back around one more time. That's going to be the pass that we're looking for. Ooh. Damn, chugs right along when I do that. Alright. I think it's going to be too far from this one again, so we'll probably have to wait in orbit for there. But nope. Thank you. I want to warp to here. Oh, I'm losing a lot of electric charge. Holy crap. This has not been in good position for solar at all, apparently. I'm going to end up taking the temperature scan and then broadcasting it when I'm in a position to get electrical power. Because that is bad. It's not getting power at all. Yep, we're entering the site. That's good. So we'll get our temperature scan now. Log temperature. Keep it. Oh, does that actually count? I think that actually just gave me credit for that already. Alright, now, secondary thing. We need to position this so the solar panels will see the sun. Sun is that way. So sun is... Whoop. No. There we go. Sun is that way. So once this comes around, it should actually get some juice here. Let's warp through this. This does get very limited sunlight as well, so it might not just be the positioning. Being this close to the moon does make that a bit of a challenge. Oh, it is already recharging. There we go. Let's just position you just a little better. There you go. Dead on. Yes. Yes! Glare from the solar panels. Alright, now. Broadcast this and clear it out. Wunderbar. Now, does it hibernate and warp? It does not. I'm gonna set that. Oh no, it does. I set it to auto. Okay. I'm just crazy. That's cool and all. That doesn't do us any good. Photosynthesis. Absolutely. Look at this guy go. Doing pretty good. It is currently eating what my food eats. Sunlight. Close enough. It's close enough to photosynthesis. I'll give that to you completely because I don't know what I'm talking about. We're almost back up to full charge. This satellite has just done such a glorious job of collecting science. As aggravating and slow as it is. Oop, entering site. ZNZZ, log temperature. I think that might be one of the ones that's the above scan. Yeah, because it's not giving it to us. Yep, it's an above. So, that stinks. No credit for that one yet. But I need to stay and conserve fuel at this point. So, let's time warp. Control locked. That's not okay. There we go. Oh, okay. And my computer can't really handle that grind. My $3,000 computer can't handle that grind. Space is hard for everyone, including electronics. Alright, now. Coming along. We've got full charge this time. We, for some reason, got limited probe control. I did disable all those extra ground stations, by the way. Which may be some of my comms oddness. But we have such an extensive satellite network, it just doesn't seem necessary to have those anyway. Alright, Dark Side of Mun. Nope, not too fast. There you go. Another contract complete. Or not complete on the contract, but at least another scan, another portion of it. And this is the last below scan. We need to get to that before we raise up and grab all the above scans. That's kind of annoying. Wish I had more fuel on this thing. Let's see. How are we doing for science anyway? So each of the scans gets a sum. 88.6, so we only really need 1.4 science. Get money, but no science for this one. Look! Fantastic! More below scans of Mun. Oh, that poor satellite is never going to be finished taking temperature scans of Mun. I'll do it. I gotta break it up with something, though. There's Phobos Kerman in orbit. That is enough funds that it would get us a science instead. Kursat 2. Kursat 2 would be a good idea, because I got a lot of fuel on that, I think. Yes, that is the most overworked probe of all time. I'm gonna take this one. What do I have here? If I literally take one more temperature scan, I will unlock the part that I needed to unlock tonight. So let's see, with these new scans... Let's see how far we are from the new scans, shall we? If we just get one... Not even worried about completing the contract right now. I just need enough science from one scan. And they're all the way over here. Of course they are. Of course they are. I don't think that's going to be how we get our science today. What can we do for 2 whole science? Let's check the research development archives. Just see what stuff I haven't done. We can still get some science left from pressure scan at Kerbin Shores. Let's see. History go. We've got all the radio version right here. Surface samples, material study. We've got a bunch of these. Temperature scan. We don't have a temperature scan flying over the grasslands. That's remarkable. Atmospheric pressure scan. Wow. No atmospheric pressure scan flying over the grasslands either. Well, let's take another jet out. We still got one more pilot that's never flown his own craft. Pardon. Alright. XJ2. Again. Simon atmospheric scanner. Temperature scanner. Let's see. Newstead was fine, but Dunson's not flown his own craft yet. Just need the tiniest amount of science. Alright, Dunstan, we're counting on you, buddy. We can go fly over the grasslands. Might get the shores in here as well. Already got those very much. This is while flying in permanently. Thought it'd be flying at the shores. Is it just the same all over? Is that the reason? I thought there was like flying over grassland and flying over. Apparently not. Well, I might be able to just parachute landing this and take some science. Oh, there we go, there's some science. Well done, 4 science added. Mission complete. Go back for home, Dunstan. Oh, not into the ground, please. Okay. You've done well for us, Dunstan. Save the program. Yeah, for some reason the barometer's not, yeah, I don't know why it's not picking up any science. I thought for sure I hadn't done that one yet. Alright, Dunstan. Can you be the first? Can you be the first to make it to the runway and actually land? We've almost gone to the moon. We've not landed on a runway. How you lined up? You're lined up pretty good, bud. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to make this one happen. I'm counting on you, bud. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Dunstan. I have faith. I have faith in you. Set an example to all mankind. Tell them bravely, this is how we land on a runway. Just do it. Tell them parachutes are for wusses. You can do it. Oh God. This is gonna be horrible. You're still going quite fast. Okay, so nose down, lose some altitude. Way ahead of the runway, please. Okay, turn a little bit. Lead off that speed. Good turn. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, good. You're lined up. You're lined up. Okay. Nose up. At altitude. Speed. Okay, so you're going to slow down. Doing great, buddy. You're doing fantastic. You're doing wonderful. There you go. There you go. Yes. Yes. Tell all the other Kerman. Tell them you are the finest pilot. Tell them none can challenge your prowess as the finest pilot ever to join our space program. Make Valentina proud. Oh! Oh! Parachutes! Yes! You have all 3 wheels on the ground and not exploded. Who cares about the tail? Alright, Dunson. Here's what I need you to do. Oh yeah, take surface sample. Do that too. Oh, I could place a flag. Yes. There we go. Dunson's triumph. I even spelled Dunson right? I did. Okay, cool. Good job, bro. Aside from having the nose pitched up too high, that went pretty good for a landing. Good work, Dunson. Finest pilot of our entire program. It's Dunson Kerman. There we are. We got our science. We can go into R&D. We can get our heat shield, and we can start building our moon craft. Our moon lander. Or Highlander. We'll need to get this as well and start getting space station parts soon. So we can start doing that. Because I'm not going to get that crew capacity up to 12 as it is. Alright, now. No, don't do that. Oh, maybe do. Mission controls are only fully upgraded building. I think that's all we need right now, though. Let's start designing our mooncraft. So I'm going to do this semi-Apollo style. It's going to basically be like Gemini and Apollo had a very disgusting baby. But we'll make it work. So our brand new heat shield. Large enough now for that capsule. We might do a capsule test flight as well. Let's see. We need these little tanks. Switch out the nose a little bit. And we need a docking node. Docking node on there. So we could dock with the lander. Of radio-mounted parachutes. Put a drogue on just in case. Oops. Nope, just one drogue, please. Alright. That be pretty much majority of this. Although, actually, what I'm going to do, because there's going to be a pilot in here at all times, I don't need the probe core. But I can put batteries. It's too many. There we go. Now I'm recovering something with a little more value to it. Okay. I like this. Let's put a little Communitron on somewhere. There we go. It looks good for a capsule. Decoupler on. And a tank. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should go with a bigger tank than that. Let's go with a bigger tank. Doesn't look as nice, but we can roll with it. We're gonna need a wolfhound. Okay. And this thing's gonna have to handle all our maneuvers, all our docking maneuvers with the lander. The lander's not going to carry its own monoprop. So we'll throw those at the bottom. There we go. How much does that weigh? We're already up to 10.7 tons. So yeah, this is already a heavy craft. Now, we need the lander. So, a docking node. Lander can, of course. Alright. Just a small fuel tank. Don't want to overload it. And let's see. How do I want to do this? I want to do some decouplers. Some baguette tanks. Fuel lines. So we can stage the extra fuel off once we burn through it. And still keep the same engine. Keep the weight down. We need landing legs. We got nicer landing legs now. They weigh more. Get us further off the ground, but I don't know if that's the best thing for this lander. I think we need these guys. It's gonna get awfully close to hitting the engine though. It does worry me. Let's just see. How do we do with 3 of these? Really angle them out if we wanted. See, that's going to clip through the tanks. I don't want to block the exit. Unless I can make this wide enough that the Kerman can run down it. would work. I think the Kerman would be able to run down those legs, maybe? I don't know. Alright. So that's a good majority of the way. However, I am going to put a probe core on this. Because, ideally, it's only one Kerman. I want to get a scientist down there. Science-trained Kerman. So we can reset experiments. Because I'm going to just put... two of these on. Okay. Doing good. Now, we need batteries and we need solar panels. Oh, and I'm gonna need better stuff for this as well. Okay. Up at an angle. Do the move tool. There we go. That looks spot on. That is where we're going to get good solar energy. So let's put some batteries here. I think this is pretty much what we need. We do need some kind of solar energy for this guy. No. So like that. Okay, just a few solar panels there, just so we get some power. Need communication on the lander so I can do probe control. And now we have a satellite network, so realistically it's going to be able to land regardless. But maybe I should put one high gain antenna on the module here just to be safe. Oh, that's not gonna work. Cool. Okay. Very similar to the Apollo craft on that one. Alright, I think that's the whole deal. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. I mean, there's no way to work in a Science Junior in this craft, so that kind of stinks. That would be a way to get more science. never figured out, do we actually need radiators? I don't know what these do. I mean, I know it cools parts, but... I don't know if it's just... like anything in our system's fine, and other stuff we have to worry about if it gets too close to the sun, maybe? I don't know. I do not know how that works. Ooh, does this have reaction wheels? That should be fine. We got them in the probe core too. Yeah. I think that might be everything. BF heat generated by equipment like mining equipment. Oh, okay. It seems weird that they would give you those so early on. Just not sure. Is there anything else that generates heat, maybe? Oh, this will be handy. I actually need that, Oh no, I have a TD25 decoupler. Say I needed the larger decoupler. Actually, I don't. What I need is a larger payload shroud, I think. Yeah. Ooh, do I want to launch it like this? That's kind of janky. I could Apollo style, make it turn around and pick it up. Just seems like this is a death wish for the Kerman if anything goes wrong. I think it also cools your craft when doing solar stuff. Okay, that makes sense. You're probably right on that, because it's just otherwise seems odd that they'd give it to you that early. So let's do a T18 decoupler. Or stack separator. So stack separator. Because I'm gonna put this guy under it. Still need to figure out my rocket. Our fairing for this one. There we go. Can I change it after I build the fairing? Nope. Okay. Edit fairing. I want a four-sided fairing. There we go. Okay, that should protect everything. Then we want struts. hold this madness together. Nope, there's interference in the way there. Stuff in the way. Okay. Those on. Those on. Okay, that should do. Strut the whole payload. So this is 16 tons. Wow, okay. So this is a K-16 G1. Lunar Explorer. Now we need a rocket. We need a rocket to fire this thing. Put another Wolfhound on. So this would be our Mooner, our Mooner transfer stage. Thumpers all the way. Just a bunch of thumpers. Let's see. Depending how expensive this is, I might just be willing to test fly it with no crew on it and do a dress rehearsal. Now we need the skipper. Which still is not a whole ton of thrust in it, so that does worry me quite a bit. So we will need boosters, which is where the thumpers are going to come in. The kickback. Oh, this guy. Yeah. If I did that, I'd just use two of them, I think. But realistically, I want the burn to be quicker. So I can start the gravity turn earlier. I think that's what's smart. Some fin control there. Probably some struts to keep those boosters steady. Well, this is going to be our most expensive rocket if we go this route. With kickbacks. Yeah, my other worry there too is making sure I keep the center of aerodynamic resistance low. Let me see. That's not good. Why is it reading way up there? That's a glitch, I think. I don't think that's real. There's no way. There's no way it's that. No. No. Just no. There's no way. There's no way it's that high. That doesn't make any sense. Everyone's with me on that, right? This should be fine. Let me see. Aerodynamics. I don't have the tiny cone to put over the front of this and protect it. Like I said, I could do a manned or an unmanned dress rehearsal, but I could do straight to manned program as well. Depends how much I trust my designing. Put some drogue chutes on these just to peel them away when they're done. Put this oversized escape system on this. Okay. Do I? Okay. This looks crazy. A little bit. But I think it's good. Let's make sure this whole... Yeah, center of aerodynamic resistance. Nice and low. That's where we want it. Those are controllable fins. Oh, this is starting to look like this might be doable. I don't think I need the launch escape tower, though. It was more of a joke. I'm almost comfortable launching this. Just seems too straightforward to have any real problem. And it is near our tonnage limit for our pad as well. So let's look at staging here. So we'd have towers, boosters, main engine. Boosters would separate and parachutes would peel the back or the top of them away so they don't hit anything. Then when that stage is done, we'd snap that off, we'd run this engine. Once that's done, we should be blowing the fairing, yeah. Then, nope, don't want to do that yet. We would separate this guy. We'd activate its engine. We'd then maneuver around and grab the lander, which is when we would activate that separator. Then when that's on a lunar approach, or lunar landing, then drop its side tanks. And on our return, we then activate this. We need to activate the lander engine here, so it'd separate. And when we're landing, we can use it. Drop its tanks, separate that off, then we deploy the drogue. We do that. Save the whole assembly, because I don't know if I'm going to keep this rocket yet. Now this is right side up, so I could control this from this little tiny probe here. So that's now our root part, so that should be our control point. So that... This is an awfully expensive test if I want to just test this without any crew. Let's do like Apollo did. Let's do a dress rehearsal. This is going to be an expensive dress rehearsal. But off we go. Let's see what happens. If this goes great, and I spent all that time 2 nights ago doing math, I think an entire hour doing math to figure out what will work. And if I just throw this together on the fly and it works, I'm probably gonna be mad at myself a little bit. I'm gonna be relieved that I don't have to design something, but I'm gonna be mad at myself. Oh, disable the RCS. All right, off you go. You might have been right with the kickbacks. This is like a couple seconds in and I'm already saying, yep, my viewers are right, I'm wrong. This is a slow takeoff. Hopefully none of those hit the KSC and explode. That would be bad. And we're decelerating. Insufficient thrust to weight ratio. Same as our last moon rocket attempt. Except this isn't even going to recover. That one at least made it into orbit. This one's just gonna sputter out and fail. That ain't good. I don't think kickbacks would save the situation anymore. At first I was thinking that's what I needed, but I'm just gonna gently coast this over towards the water, because this is gonna fall out of the sky. Gonna gently scoot this way. We're now, I think, on descent. Yeah, we're on descent. Okay, so we're just gonna drop it down a little bit. See how gently we can land this in the water. Probably not very gently. Oh, okay, yep, not very gently. We've got tippage. Oh, not that way. Definitely don't put your engines that way. Oh, those boosters came way too close to the KSC. Okay. Okay. Kill the engines. Kill that engine. Stage, stage, stage. Oh, not the place to control from. There we go. Oh, there's no control on this. There's no probe on this at all. What was I thinking? Okay. Really expensive experiment is what this turned into. Use the landing gear! Alright. So we're not using that. Okay. Oh, the amount of debris. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to fly that. I went to recover that. Oh my, oh my. So I need a drastically higher thrust to weight ratio. That one seemed worse than the last one I tried with the 3 satellite payload. At least that one made it. Check again how much the payload is by itself with the shroud. I might have an idea. So, with this guy, how much thrust does the kickback actually give us anyway? 670 compared to 300. Okay, so it would actually give us a significant thrust increase. Is that going to be enough? Let's find out. Let's just give it a try. I was gonna try something different there for a second, but let's try this. Still doesn't. Okay, alleviates my fear. We're still gonna be aerodynamically aligned. We're gonna be fine with that. So let's parachutes again. Drogues. Let's actually just see. Now, where did these end up? There we go. Computer fan just being strange. Take our stowaways out. Test 2. Second test. One of those on there. Oh! So we're too heavy. So upgrade the launch pad. I could upgrade the launch pad. I probably can afford it. But this is going to be a very expensive test. Last was already a very expensive test. So let's see. Let's try my other deal I was thinking about here. So this is 16.3 tons. So just a little heavier than that satellite payload we put up not too long ago. So what if we know this got us to to orbit before. And it did struggle a lot with the thrust. Even at 15 tons. So maybe this isn't the greatest idea, but what if I got rid of the fuel lines? So we kept all 5 engines running longer before staging, and we were lighter when we finally did stage. So what if I did that? It needs a little something to kick it off the ground, I think, too. How close we're to our tonnage limit? Not even close. This is way lighter and way cheaper. 4 of those. Those looks like they're colliding, actually. I don't know if I can get away with that. But if I did do that, could go with a 5th Reliant. This might do. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna check my staging first, though, because I forgot to do that. Always check your staging. Okay. Yeah, the staging's definitely screwed up. So we want main engine, those 4, and these 4, all firing at the start, along with the launch tower separation. Then we want to drop 4 separators when that time comes around. The solid fuel that separates the boosters off. And we've got this separator goes to a Wolfhound right here. And we blow the fairing. Then we separate off command module, then we separate the lander, and we separate the engines on descent, or the gas tanks on descent, or ascent, wherever we decide we need to do that, then separate, then separate, then separate. Okay. Alright. Test 2. This has me very nervous. Let's see what happens. At least I know this style made it to orbit with 15 tons. We're getting a lot longer run out of these boosters this way compared to last time. Whoa! The center cutoff of all things first. That's not good. We're in uncontrolled mode. That's really not good. Okay. Well, let's just keep it going. Keep driving an apogee. Let's just try and control it as best we can. RCS, just to save us. RCS to save the day. That was unforeseen. Somehow the center ran out of fuel first. Between all those engines. Who knew? So now I need to bring back the fuel crossfeed again to get anywhere with this. Really. I could probably start to control this into a gravity turn if I'm careful. I don't think this is going to make orbit now. At this point, we're basically just going to need to drive totally sideways. Focus entirely on horizontal velocity. Blow the fairing so we can get rid of that weight at least. Shallow this out a little bit. And see what we can do to recover. At least get the sucker to orbit. Oh, why did I put that in the spin first? Oh, and then there's this level of fun that I didn't think through. I won't be able to turn this around and dock it with the core where it is. Huh. Well. That was maybe not my brightest moment, huh? Now, there is possibly a secondary plan here that we could do. For the actual mission, I mean. Of course, this has no SAS. This was painful. Good learning experience, but painful. If I had a pilot, I could try and recover the lander and get everything to orbit. And then just send up fuel, I guess. So I think if I put those fuel cross lines back in, I think I would be... Let's do a roll stabilization here for a second. I think I would be good to go ahead and make this happen. I think that's all I need to do is put those lines back in and put a crew in here, take this damn probe core off. And I think we'd be fine. And then we might fall a little short. But we'd be a lot closer than this. So we wouldn't be carrying those big boosters the whole time. Would have had more sustainer time, less primary thrust. And I did build that launcher with the intent to run at, Did I get this into orbit? I got it into orbit. Huh. Oh, that's more. Less spin. Because now I want to deorbit this sucker. Well, that's kind of a shame. If there's anything I would have liked to get to orbit safely and keep in orbit, would have been the lander. Which I guess I could have done because it has its own engine. So I guess I could have just not been stupid and done that, but whatever. Expensive test flight. For the win. Alright, now. This as dead on as I can. Spin it, so we spin stabilize. Good. Deorbit. So now I'll be able to test re-entry at least. And that, my friends, is how you cheat not having stabilization. It's a real thing, is roll stabilize. Oh, it's the wrong way. This way. Nope. There we go, now it's slowing down. Are we out of RCS? We're out of RCS. Well. This is going to be interesting. Still have reaction wheels, don't we? Okay. Stopped our roll. Stop our roll more evenly this time. Let's see. Yep. Action wheels are doing their job pretty good right now. There we go. Look at that. Pro flying right there. Now, in ourselves retrograde. Since we're about to be coming into the atmosphere pretty soon. Alright, no longer need all this junk. Other way around. Thank you. Time warp. I just want to see how well this re-enters. At a fairly high velocity. It's actually not going that fast, it's just very high angle. So maybe not the best test. But I'll at least know it does okay. Not great. Nope, it's reaching G limit there. Could potentially have a blackout. One of the crew, or both. But overall, it seems like it would be fairly good. Yep, splashdown commencing. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the fuel lines back on. And I'm going to put Kerman inside, take the probe core off. Let's see what we can do. And if I can get them to orbit, that'll be end of stream. We'll focus on orbit tonight. We'll do moon mission, hopefully tomorrow night. So we got to pick a brave crew, a very brave crew to do this. So I think Dunson has earned his right as first command module pilot. Yeah, let's get rid of this damn thing. Let's reroute to there. Okay. Let's add back the fuel lines. Now the good news, because we've got docking nodes on these. If this is only enough to get to orbit, which we know in this configuration it should at least be, but if it's only enough for orbit, then we can launch fuel. We can launch a fuel tank. And if it gets to orbit just fine and is ready for transfer, then we're good. And off we go on the mission. So let's put... Oh, Dunson's still not rated high. I think that's a good idea to put him on the first one. Okay, let's be smart about this then. Let's look at stats. G-force endurance. Tom Fred's got 6.4 Gs he can manage. We want a lot of G tolerance. Dunson's only 5.9. Newst's only 5.8. Jeb's 6.8. So Tom Fred's our best backup. So let's put him in. Let's not risk Jeb on this one. And we need a scientist. I think Nedbo might be my pick. So 5.9 G tolerance. Nedbo's got a 6.1. Gwengar's got a 5.7. Ronner's got a 5.7. Vessel science return is 105%. Looks like that's the same across the board. Nedbo. Tom, Fred, and Nedbo. Nedbo's gonna be our first man, or first Kerman on the moon if all goes well. So let's redo the staging. Make sure that's all correct. So these 4 engines. These 4 will be later. These 4 engines. The center engine. So all these fire. Plus, there we go. Then those separate like that. Nope. Wrong ones. Move these up. There we go. Those separate off. Then we separate this. Activate the Wolfhound. Separate the fairing. Then we separate the command module, activate the engine. Connect to the lander, separate the lander. Activate the lander's engine for descent. Then it can blast off its fuel tanks for ascent. Then on the way home, we can snap that. Drogue, mains. Alright. I think we're doing this. I think we're doing a moon launch right now. Getting us at least to orbit. Around Kerbin, and then we'll assess from there how we want to proceed. If all I need to do is end up sending them a fuel care package, then I'm a happy man. If I don't have to do that, even better. Alright. Tom, Fred, and Nedbo. Making this happen. Make it happen, boys. Now we're getting good acceleration. I should have added a thing to disable the gimbal on these. Or to disable them all together, I mean. Because realistically, they're not very good once we leave the atmosphere. Yeah, this is much better acceleration than last time. 10,000 meters below slightly. Starting our gravity turn. This is looking much better. This is looking like this could actually be our thing. A little bit of pogo there. Wow, this could have really just been exactly what we needed. Well, I did test this vehicle once already. To be fair. Alright, so now we just got to get this in position. Wow, this could be totally doable after all. All that math I did, all I needed to do was add a little more thrust. And all our math seems to line up with just that one change. So now what I am going to do, add a maneuver to see how long it takes us to get to. Oh, we need to go. We need to not wait. Let's disable. These, because they're really inefficient in space. And then just, let's full tilt. Start driving Apogee. Or rather orbit, rather than apogee. Oh shoot. Okay, we need a higher angle of attack. So let's just go up a little bit like this. Do a little bit of a classy skid. Sliding across a wooden floor in your socks. Still, it's gaining a little bit on us, so we're just gonna angle up a little more angle of attack, a little more. Go there. Just keep us going. There you go. Okay, we're about to separate that off. There we go, much more space efficient. Vacuum efficient, rather. Explore our fairings so we can stop pushing that shit around. Should have done that earlier. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Still a little short on orbit, so yeah, we'll have to send up a refueler. I think because of that second stage. Almost there. There we go. Okay, we're at least in orbit. So now what we need to do, we'll need to send up some kind of refueler to dock with this sucker, and then we should be good to go. This will be still our Mooner transfer. I'm going to keep that on there. We're just going to send something up the dock with the front node and refuel us, and that'll be it. That'll be our mission tomorrow. So that could have gone a lot worse, definitely. Could have gone a little better. But now I know what tweaks to make, and I think this launcher can really be a good moon launcher after all. And we had written it off. Or I had, anyway. Sorry guys, that's been a very interesting day to say the least. So moon mission looks like will be tomorrow. We're ready. We're pretty much there. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone who watched for tuning in. Remember, all our streams, and even the ones that we decide not to broadcast for some dumb reason like last night, end up on YouTube. At least a summary, if it doesn't record again like last night. So if you miss anything, just go ahead, flip back there to YouTube and check out what you missed. So thanks guys, and have a great night.